everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we're back for another brand new video. Today's video we have actually a lot of transfer news to talk about, if I'm honest with you, so I'm not even going to take that much of your time up at the start of the video. All I want to say is thank you so much for reaching over 10 videos in a row, hitting 1,000 likes. That's absolutely incredible for a channel my size. And also, a little update, we're less than 100 away from 19,000 now. Thank you so much for that. The sport's absolutely been incredible. Just genuinely incredible. And yeah, let's just jump right into today's video then, shall we? Because there's just so much to discuss. 3, 2, 1. Story number 1's that's going to be very quick and just an instant one, if I'm honest with you. Just a wee bit of information because there's so much to talk about in the transfer front. I thought I'd get out of the way right away and give you a quick little update on the squad. Alfredo Morelos' red card versus Aberdeen was obviously overturned, and yeah, it was a clear decision. If you just go back and look at last season, there was 3 instances where this has happened, where a player is kicked out, and it was each time it was a yellow card, especially against Rangers versus David Bates. Remember, the guy came up and just kicked David Bates right in front of the ref, yellow card. So it was correctly overruled, and yeah, Alfredo Morelos will be back and ready to play St Mirren. That's it, story number 1. Do you agree with the decision of the referee and panel? And yeah, can I just ask one question before we jump on? How many of these decisions are we going to get again this year? Like, honestly, how bad is the refereeing in Scottish football that we have to continually overturn red cards? What was it, 4 or 5 last year on Ryan Jack? Now, in the first game of the season, we've already got 1 overturned. Like, how many points are they actually costing us? The incompetence of these referees is an absolute joke. And I'm not just saying it's in Rangers games, I'm just saying I watch Rangers games, so I see it more often. It's the entire league. Every single referee is crap, because can you name one good referee in the Scottish League? I can't. Something needs to change, but yeah, let me know how you're feeling in the comment section below about it. Do you think he should still start St Mirren, or should Umar Sadiq actually start ahead of him? To just give Alfredo Morelos just a wee bit of a reminder saying you've got to be smarter in these tapes. You can't reward this types of petulance, because obviously it did cost us 2 points in the game, and yeah, I'm very interested to know what your thoughts are below. And let's just jump over to story number 2, because it's actually a pretty tasty one. I can imagine everyone's feelings are very high just now, and it's obviously going to be one Greg Docherty has joined Shrewsbury. I can't say it right because I'm a dick. So Greg Docherty has joined Shrewsbury on a season-long loan, and when I spoke about this first on the channel, I think it was nearly 2 weeks ago now, we kind of talked about how he was getting shopped out on loan, and a lot of people was them sort of discrediting it and stuff like that. Fair enough if there's no official proof, but now there is actual proof and he's gone. And obviously my reaction was very angry, because I think there's a lot of other worse players at the club. But if I just take a step back now and I just take a wee breather and just look at it, is he going to get ahead of Ryan Jack? No. Is he going to get ahead of Koulibaly? No. That's the kind of 2 key positions. So it is very limited in the centre mid position on for Greg Docherty, and he's gone there to get games, and that's, I think, the most important thing. Obviously at that age he needs to nurture and get better, because he's not the finished article. If you look at him, there's obviously stuff that he does very well. Great engine, very strong on the ball, a willing runner, and he'll sort of die in the park for you, which is great. But his passing's not really great, his shooting's obviously not. It doesn't dictate the tempo of the game. This is going to be stuff he's going to need to learn, and Gerrard's obviously looked at that and said, listen, I can't give you the game time just now, but you can actually go out on loan, play some first team football, a lot of first team football I imagine, in a tough league, and get better and come back to the squad a better football player, which I actually quite like. Obviously Docherty had a wee parting statement saying he's going to go out on loan, but this is not the end of his Rangers career. He's very confident in that. He's just going to become a better football player, and I sort of rate that, if I'm honest with you, and I've sort of calmed down now since 2 weeks ago. I know there's folk like that and everything that's the worst players at the squad, but they're clearly doing something that Gerrard likes, or no one's coming in for them. Got holes literally just appearing now. Is that where we're at on the channel? Are you kidding me? Or just go to the people's opinion. And that's basically my thoughts on the Greg Docherty situation. He's going to go there, sort of work on the stuff he's not good at, going to get some first team football, and he's going to come back a better football player, because I still think he has a future at the club. He still thinks he does. But what about you in the comment section below? Do you believe that Greg Docherty's career's over at Rangers Football Club? Do you think this is one of these ones where we loan out and then we're going to ship him out? Or do you disagree with this? Because I know a lot of people are. I've seen my Twitter sort of burning up. I've seen my Instagram getting tagged and stuff. People are not really happy with Greg Docherty being loaned out, and I'm very interested to know what the people on Twitter's got to say, so I'm about to jump there now. So let's jump over right now and read out the people's opinion on Greg Docherty. 1,965 votes. That is the like target to beat. I've never actually had as many likes as that, so that's kind of near possible. So it looks like we're going to finally lose out to Twitter, but let's not surrender. Let's try and give them a good battle. 1,965 is the target to beat, and all I asked the people on Twitter was, with Greg Docherty leaving on loan, do you agree with the decision to let him go? 1,965 votes, 34% votes for no, but 66% of the votes on Twitter votes for yes. Now that is very, very surprising to me, because that is not what I expected to see, especially some of the stuff that I've been tagged in. So let's see what people's got to say below. Chris McLaughlin says yes. Who's he going to push out the current side? Jack, Koulibaly, Arnfield, even Rosser when he's a fit is ahead of him. The boy's very talented, but little game time this season would hinder his development, and I think that's a fantastic comment coming from Chris. Kyle Morgan Reed says bad move. I think he would improve a lot here in and around the first team, especially with Gerrard as our manager. Very, very fair. He completely changed our season after we signed him. He's a solid midfielder, and don't understand why we are loaning him out and not Andy Halliday, which I kind of expected to be coming. And the last two that I'll actually read out come from John Boy. Don't worry, he spells boy properly. Says, gives him more game time, so I'm happy with the decision and a future player with us, which is brilliant. And the last one I'm actually going to read out comes from Andy at AndyRitchie12, whose birthday it is today, so shout out to Andy, happy birthday brother. And his comment actually says, if he isn't going to get first team football here, best move for him is to get football under his belt. Benefits both us as a club and himself, which I think is very, very good. So you can see how Twitter sort of responded to that. How is your feelings on the Greg Docherty situation? Have they swayed you? Any of their comments? Or are you still firm on your action? Make sure to let me know in the comment section below before we jump to story number 3. However, it is very warm, as you can see, just with what, honestly, that's annoying me. Can I just be honest? I don't know if I'm going to put this in or any other bits, but that's just driving me mental. So grab your refreshments, everyone. It's time for the sponsor break. 3, 2, 1, sponsor break. Man, I'm so dumb. Why do I know Ken that way? Is it mirror? Just whatever. It's fine. Let's just jump to story number 3. And story number 3 is actually a bit of fresh news that actually dropped today. I actually dropped about 10-15 minutes ago, but by the time I edit this bad boy, it's going to be about 4 or 5 hours old. But if you haven't seen it already, Captain Tav is now a wanted man. West Brom Albion has obviously dropped a £3 million bid for Tav, and Rangers swiftly rejected it. Now, this sort of story, I've got kind of a lot of feelings I want to give, but also ask a sort of 2-part question. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on it really quickly, then I'm going to ask you the 2 questions, and if you don't mind answering it, that'd be absolutely amazing. So, my thoughts on it right away. Should we sell Captain Tav? No. I don't think so. Obviously, Gerrard's seen enough of him in pre-season to know that he's the type of leader he wants forward. He talked about how he was always first in, blah, blah, blah. He showed from day one, whatever Gerrard asked, Tav just excelled at, and he's getting better and better each time he trains. So all that being said, just a few weeks ago, that doesn't mean now that we've signed BB, that Flanagan can play right back, that we should just sell Captain Tav. The other part of my sort of feeling with this is, if you look at his stats are absolutely incredible. What's 140 odd games? He's got 28 goals, over 40 assists in 140 games. He's a right back. That kind of level of input, attacking wise, is absolutely phenomenal, and that would be sort of hindering us a lot in the season. I think if you take Tav out that squad, it's going to really, really harm us. Yes, he's very vulnerable in the defensive areas, but I think he's getting better at that, and to be honest with you, that's one of these things you've got to kind of put up with, because of his attacking output is just so deadly. The stats speak for itself. What's that? Nearly a goal and assist every 3 games, something around about that area, and that's just phenomenal, especially when you consider he's playing right back. My thoughts is I wouldn't sell him this window. I understand that people's probably going to say we've got BB, Flanagan can play there, that makes our defence stronger than when Tav's there. Right, that's fair enough, but I think our squad looks even better with Tav, with BB, with Flanagan, with Declan John, all fighting for places. That's strength and depth, that's a strong bench. One key injury now in one of the important areas isn't going to cripple us. We have actually strength and depth in key areas, and that excites me. That's what you need to win a league title. It's no a great first 11. It's a strong squad with it's be able to switch out, especially when you're playing Europa League game, that especially when you have cup games. We're no longer going to be running ourselves stupid by December, playing the same 11 and be absolutely out our feet and just get smashed. No, we've actually got a really good strength and depth, and that excites me. So, 1, I wouldn't sell Captain Tav. That is the first question. Would you sell Captain Tav this summer? If you actually say yes to this, obviously Rangers have said no to £3 million. What is your evaluation on of Captain Tav? If you are going to start the negotiations, what is your starting point to discuss with West Brom? I've obviously asked the people's opinion, would you sell Captain Tav, on Twitter, and let's see what the people's got to say really quickly. 1,157 votes, which is absolutely amazing. Again, thank you so much. 13% votes for yes, they would sell Tav this summer, but 87% of the people on Twitter says no, they wouldn't sell Tav for any price, which is kind of mad. Red Cat never minces his words, says 7 million to begin negotiating, which is great. That is what I'm asking you right now. If you're going to say yes to selling Tav this summer, what would be your negotiation? Obviously Red Cat's at 7 million. Do I agree with that? No. If I'm honest, sorry. I just think the thing with the valuation, because I've already fired up on Twitter and I see everyone saying 5 million, 7 million. I don't think that's good enough. He's a Rangers player, Rangers captain in his prime under a long-term agreement. Yes, maybe 5-6 years ago, 5 to 7 million would be absolutely biting their hands off it. But the market's changing so much. There's so much money in the game now. Players are going for stupid money. Chelsea's linked with a boy that's played 35 games for £71 million. He's 23-year-old and he's a goalkeeper. You know what I mean? That's the type of money that's out there. And these English clubs, like West Brom has got a lot of money. We don't need to accept they're trash. We need to stop living where Heeds 5 years ago. The market isn't that anymore. We need to be pushing for upwards of 10 million. And I genuinely believe that. 10 million would be my starting negotiation. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of shit for that. I said, Tav, worth 10 million? Yeah, it is in today's market. Long-term contract, Rangers captain, his goals to assist ratio at right back. That just spells brilliance. He's also got a bit of European experience as well, playing for Rangers. So, to me, 10 million is my starting point. What is yours? And yeah, that's the end of today's episode, Sad Face. As always, there will be a link in the description below to a charity football game, which is only 11 days away. I can't wait for it. I'm absolutely buzzing. A lot of the boys have put 15, 16 weeks hard work in to put this game on for you. They're ready, and it's going to be some game. I've obviously been Sieging Over 992. That has been today's stories. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.